I wake to the sound of a wino singing. It's 8 a.m. and hot as blazes. I pretend to ice skate around Central Station while someone plays the sax. Trade songs with a Kiwi girl, then split for Paris by train. Wanted the Champs-Elysees, climbed the Eiffel Tower for only 7 francs because the ticket machine was broken. Got the hang of the metro, took it everywhere. Went to a Ford model party and hooked up with a Romanian model named Karina. She tugs my cock at the Marriott Champs-Elysees, which is good. We played billiards, went shopping. I think she gave me mono. Drove a Ferrari that belonged to a member of the Saudi royal family. Made out with a Dutch model in front of the Louvre. Saw the Arc de Triomphe and almost became roadkill crossing the street. Oki invites me to Dublin, so I catch an Aer Lingus flight and stay at the Morrison. Dublin rocks like you can't imagine. Oakenfold lets me spin some discs with them. Irish girls are as small as leprechauns. I swap pickies with a drunk one, and after groping my abs and calling me Mr. LA, she strips for me in the bathroom of a club. Sneak into the Guinness factory and steal some stout so good my dick goes hard. I fly to Barcelona, which was a low-rent bus. Too many fat American students, too many lame meat markets. I dropped acid at the Sagrada Familia, which was a trip, to say the least. Cruised up the coast to the Museo Galadali, but had no more acid, which sucked. Some girl from Camden calls me on my cell, so I let her listen to the church bells and catechist. Captain Cruz is beautiful, but there are no girls there, just old hippies, so I went to Switzerland, where I ironically couldn't find anyone who at the time. Took the Glacier Express up the Schilthorn, which was beautiful in a way I can't describe. Euro passed into Italy and ended up in Venice, where I met a hot girl who looks like Rachel Lee Cook and speaks better English than I do. She's living for a year on only $5 a day. We gondola around, buy some mass. She thinks I'm a capitalist because my hotel room costs more for one night than she's spending her entire trip, but she doesn't mind it so much when I pay the bills. I ditch her and hook up with a couple who obviously want a threesome. Too much tension there, but the doofus officers drive me to Rome, an offer I jump at. Traffic is bad and we're stopped for hours without moving. The wife turns out to be a freak. The guy starts to wig out on me. It's like a Polanski film. We stop for a while in Florence, where I see some big dome. A bomb goes off and I lose the weird couple, which is probably for the best. Ended up in Rome, which is big and hot and dirty. It was just like LA, but with ruins. I went to the Vatican, which was ridiculously opulent. Stood for 2 hours to get into the Sistine Chapel, which now that it's been cleaned looks fake. I meet 2 underage Italian girls who I try to talk into fucking each other while I jack off onto them. Bored, I buy them some ice cream instead. My hotel is a gym, so I work out. I bump into some guy from Camden who says he knows me, but I'm sure that he's a fag, so I lose him. I try to fart and instead shit my pants. Back in my hotel room, I masturbate and have a pain in my groin. That night I dream about a beautiful girl half in water stretching her lean body. She asked me if I like it, and I told her she could clean fish with it. I don't know what it means, but I wake well rested, masturbate in the shower, and check out. I make my way back to London and hang out in Piccadilly Circus. Palicon. I swap shirts with some upper crusty Cambridge chick. Hers was an Agnes B, mine a Costume Nationale. She acts stuffy and prudish, but is really wild underneath it all. She barely looks at my abs, though she wants to. The next day I drop some acid and get lost in the subway for a full day and can't find my way out. I meet a cute girl, lets me jack off onto her as long as no cum gets onto her Paul Smith coat. We get stoned while listening to Michael Jackson records, and the next morning I wake up talking to myself. I have a big bump on my head from flailing in my sleep. I get my stuff and barely make my plane back to the United States. I no longer know who I am, and I feel like the ghost of a total stranger. So then I ended up back here.